Welcome to Platinum Reviews. Trilogy here, and today we're doing the N-sane Trilogy. Well, Crash Bandicoot, the N-sane Trilogy. And in this video we're just going to be doing some gameplay of the second game, which is Cortex Rex Back. But we're going to be talking about all three of the games in this trilogy. So, first we're just going to talk a bit about the game. We're going to talk a bit about some of the trophies, like the ones that are hard to get, and we're going to do a bit about how long it takes to get the platinum, and the difficulty of getting the platinum as well, like compared to other games. Okay, so let's get into it. So, this game is a remaster of all three of the old Crash Bandicoot games from PS1. And I don't know if they're on any other console, to be honest. But yeah, so they've all been remade for PS4. It's been out quite a while now. There's actually a fourth game that came out, I think it was about 2 years ago now. And yeah, that one's even harder than this game, to be honest, to platinum. I haven't done that one. But this one, the first platinum I got from a PS4, because I got a PS4 quite late in my, during its life cycle. I think about 2017 or something, because I originally bought the Xbox One first. Anyway, without any further ado about that, yeah, so the first ever game I platinumed was this one, the second game in this trilogy. And from there, I got kind of addicted. Well, not just to platinums, but these Crash Bandicoot games. And so yeah, if you like platformers, or you were born in the 90s, which I was, you'll probably really like these games. Probably just for nostalgia, really, if anything. But yeah, even if you just like platformers, this game, you know, you're gonna like it. Aside from the game itself, let's talk about some of the trophies. So, the trophies across all three games are pretty much similar. You've got to get every crystal and gem. You know, these are like the things in the levels that you've got to collect. One of them is like, just, you know, as you're walking through the level, you'll find it. It's the genetic purple crystal. You'll probably come across it in this video in a minute. There's usually two other gems, not always though. Sometimes it's just one. And the one that you always get is to break every box in a level. And this can be quite difficult, because some of them are quite hidden. And it also accounts for all these side rooms and bonus rooms. But the good thing is, as you can see on the screen right now, you can see how many boxes I've got, and then how many there are in the level. You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not so bad compared to some of the other things you've got to do to get the platinum. The most difficult part of getting the platinum, I would say, is the time trials. I actually recently, about 3 weeks ago from making this video, only got the platinum for the first game, which is by far the most difficult, because of its like limited controls and things you can do in it. Like on this one, you've got this like speed boost and stuff like that. And on Warped, which is the third game, you get like a rocket launcher and double jump and stuff like that. So you've got loads of abilities on that one. And all those things, like especially the run, make the game a lot easier to do the time trials. The first game though, because it doesn't have anything like that to kind of aid you, you are completely at the mercy of just trying to perfect the level and get it done like as smoothly as you can. So that's why it took me so long. Plus, the first game has some of the hardest levels in the trilogy as well. Those are those purple crystals I was talking about, by the way, on the walls there. And there's the gems, some of them are like coloured. And underneath those gold and platinum are the time trials. So yeah, as I was saying, the time trials are definitely the most difficult trophies to get. And you've got to get a gold on every single level, at least. You can get platinum, which I managed to get a few, you know, just by luck, I suppose. Or just being really good at those like levels. On this game, I only managed to get 2 platinums though. So yeah, maybe I'm not the best, but I really like these games, so I'm not bothered. Anyway, on the reason I'm not ever going to do the 4th game is because to get the platinum on that game, you have to get platinum trophies on every level, not just gold. So yeah. Now we'll talk a bit about, as I was saying, the kind of time it'd take to get this platinum. Well, if you're, you know, kind of skilled at platformers, which I'm sure a lot of people have, it's probably like the most basic, you know, type of game that ever has been. You know, Mario was like the first platformer, I'd say, and they've been around since about '86. So, without a doubt, you've probably played a platformer in your life, if you play video games, that is. So yeah. So as I was saying about the time, if you're okay at platinum, I mean not platinum, what am I talking about? I'm losing my train of thought. If you're okay at like platformers, then you should be fine to get this platinum in around maybe 25 hours, I'd say. Because even though the time trials are meant to take, you know, anywhere from a minute to maybe 4 at max, you know, trying to get them perfect, especially on the first game. I remember one of the levels on the first game, oh god, I was there for about 4 hours. I think it was the bridge level, and it's only meant to take about, well, for the gold, it's only meant to take 1 minute and 12 seconds or something like that. And I was trying to get that platinum, not the platinum, well, the gold time trial on that level for at least 4 hours. That's only the one level as well. As I said, 25 hours is for like one game, I'd say. I'd say probably actually maybe 30 to 35, depending on how good you are. For the first game though. 25 again for the warped 3rd game. But yeah, for the 2nd and 3rd, definitely around 25. But some of the levels are just unfair and nightmarish on the first game. So yeah, that's part of the reason on this video it's only gameplay of the 2nd game. Yeah, it's my favourite of the 3, and I just wanted to revisit it since it was the first ever platinum I got. So yeah. So difficulty, we've kind of talked about difficulty, about, you know, some of the levels, and it's a platformer really, and you know, we kind of know what platformers can offer in difficulty. It's nothing compared to like, you know, Hollow Knight or something like that, where you've got to, you know, time everything perfectly. I mean, you do on the first game with some of the time trials. Like some of the jumps, even in like the normal levels, you've got to be like right on the edge of the platforms to actually jump over to the next area. But I wouldn't say these games are hard. I've got a brother who's like 6-year-old, and he's managed to do, I think, all of these games and the 4th one, and the 4th one's harder. So yeah, you'll have no problem at all really completing them. Just the time trials. As long as you hold in more or less your right trigger, which is the run button, on 3 and the 2nd one, this one, then you should be able to do these ones no problem as well. You know, just hold it in and you'll be running like hell all the time. Also, when you're doing the time trials, you don't have to do any of the side paths or like, you know, do any of the boxes and stuff like that. All you do is run right through the level. At the end of this video, I'm also going to just do one time trial, just to show you what I mean about that. So after I'm done talking, I'm just going to let gameplay run of a time trial, just on one of these first levels, so you can see a bit of what it's like. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and you've got an idea of how this platinum will work. As I say, it's just a platformer, and as you're playing it, you know, you get through these like few levels, and you keep going through them, you're going to get better and better as you go on, and you'll learn how to run faster and, you know, maybe do shortcuts and time attacks, and then that'll all help you in the process of, like, you know, trying to get the best times and stuff like that. I would never attempt to get the platinum on all of them myself, though. Like, if you're a completionist, then you might want to do that. So yeah, next video, I think, I'm trying to think what we're going to do for the next one. I was still thinking about Miles Morales, but I was also thinking about Demon Souls or Bloodborne as an option. I think Bloodborne might actually be the next one, because I recently did a Let's Play kind of playthrough on that, and I think that'd be good for, you know, people who watch that stream. So yeah, I'm just going to let this gameplay run out now, and I'll see you in the next one.
Go.